Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I achieved this eye look and lipstick and highlighter. So it's just a really nice natural day look. I find you don't have to do the glitter. I'll show you the bit without the glitter as well, and I think this is a really nice look to wear out if you're going down to the pub or going out for a nice meal with your family or something like that, where you don't want to feel too glammed up but also at the same time still looking really nice, and even for a night out I think this is quite a nice look. So if you like the look, if you'd like to see how I achieve this look, please stay tuned. I am going to start by priming my eyelid using my MAC Layin Low Paint Pot and my Real Technique sponge. I'm just going to go in and dip that into the pot and apply that to my lid. Okay, so rather than setting this with translucent powder, I'm actually going to use one of the shadows in the JaclynHill Morphe palette. So this is the palette I'm going to be working from today. This palette is really lovely. It is a little bit dirty, however, and I just think that this is a perfect palette for this look. It's got so many variety of colours in it. It is absolutely wonderful. So the colour I'm going to use to set this shadow is this one here, and I'm going to use my MAC 224 brush to do that. So I'm just going to go into the palette and I'm going to apply this all over the lid and under the lid, everywhere we've just applied the paint pot. And I'm getting a bit warm, so I'm getting a little bit of oiliness on my face. I'm just applying that all over, and it's a brilliant colour just to set your eyelid. That's the eyelids set, ready for our eyeshadow. So for first eyeshadow, the colour I'm going to go in with is to the middle one here, and I believe that that's called Pukey. It's this one here, and it's absolutely brilliant. You only need to use the smallest amount on the tip of your brush, and I'm going to apply that using the same 224 brush into my crease, just to make that as a transition shade. And this is a super natural look, so we're not going to go too heavy on the shades today. Okay, I'm going to go back in, grab a little bit more. So I'm just using circular windscreen wiper motions just to apply that into the crease. So we've got a really nice transition area, transition shade. So now I've applied my shadow to my crease area, I'm going to go with my Zoeva 221 brush, and I'm going to grab this colour here. It's the one right on the outside, it's one of the brown colours. I'm just going to take a little bit of that and just apply that into the outer corner of my eye, just depthen that corner in the crease. And again, I'm using circular round motions to apply this. Okay, so using the same brush that I've just used to apply the dark brown colour, I'm actually going to go back in with the original colour that we used, and which is the Pukey colour in the middle, and I'm just going to apply some more shade into that crease area so we've got a bit more definition, so really focusing on that crease. So I'm going to go back in with the dark brown colour ever so slightly, just pat that into the corner, just where we've been working the other lighter colour on, and I'm just packing that on to the outer corner and then blending it into the brown. Okay, so now I'm pretty happy with just the way that we've done our transition. I'm going to grab my 224 brush by MAC and just nothing on there and just make sure everything's all blended out so we've got no harsh lines. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my 227 soft definer brush by Zoeva, and I'm actually going to take the golden shade in the palette, which is this one here. So I'm not going to dampen my brush today, I'm just going to go straight into the palette and grab the colour, and then I'm just going to apply that to the lid where we haven't applied any shade, and this is going to act as a base shade for the glitters that we're going to use. You don't have to use glitters if you don't want to for this look. I just think it's super nice. It's really kind of like just finishes off the look nicely, really. I'm just applying that to the other lid now. I'm going to go back in with this brush that we've been using to do the transition shades and grabbing the light brown, the medium brown colour in the middle of the palette and just touch over the crease area so there's no harsh lines again. Everything's all nicely blended before we apply liner and then glitter. So before I apply liner, what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly go off camera, do my concealer under my eyes, and then I'll be back to finish off the underneath of my eyes. So I've just come back from doing my concealing, my powdering and my contouring. I thought I would do my highlighting on camera so you guys can see how I do that. But first of all, we need to finish off the underneath of our eyes. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take that lovely pukey colour, which I think is called Pukey in the palette, and my MAC 228 brush, a really tiny little one, and I'm going to grab that and apply that to the lower lash line. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my, I think it's like a flat brush. I don't know what it's called, but it's MAC 212 brush, and I'm going to grab that brown colour that we used and just press that into the lower lash line, just on the outer corner. So we've got a bit more of a definition here. Only lightly, it doesn't need to have an awful lot, but I think it does really help with just defining that outer line when we're going to be putting an eyeliner on the top lash line. Tiny bit in the outer corner, see, it makes a little bit of a difference, about halfway along. Okay, just going to grab the original brush, the 228 brush even, and just going to blend that together with no product on there, just blend it. I'm going to finish off my inner corner and my brow last, but now I'm going to take my Kat Von D Trooper liner and we're going to do a wing. Really nice liner. This is probably one of my favourites, so I'm just going to quickly do my wing. For glitter, I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Heavy Metals in Midnight Cowboy. It's a really nice glitter liner. And then what we're going to be doing is placing this NYX Face and Body Glitter Brilliance in the shade Bronze on top whilst the glitter liner is still wet. So I'm going to do one eye at a time. You only need to do a little bit of product at the time, and I'm going to be using the same brush that we used to apply the gold shadow on the lid, and that is the 227 Luxe Soft Definer brush by Zoeva. I'm going to do one lid at a time and just show you how that easily applies. Also, what I would recommend as well is that you open up the loose glitter and tip it upside down and have it ready so that you can apply it straight away, because that the liquid liner dries quite quickly. So I'm just making sure that that's open and in front of me, so I can just take a little bit of product to apply to the wet glitter when we're ready to. So I'm going to grab my glitter liner. I'm going to use my little mirror in front of me so I can apply this so you can see as well. I'm just going to apply that to the lid. This is really nice on its own. You can just take the original gold shade and then just dab on top if you want to, but I'm going to be a little bit extra and just grab the tiniest bit of powder, loose glitter from NYX, really a small amount. I mean, you can't really see it too well. I've only got the smallest amount of glitter on that brush, and I'm just going to dab that on top of where we've applied. The loose glitter. Don't be worried if it goes up too high, because this is quite a glittery look. Okay, here we go. And because I've already powdered my face, the fallout is going to happen. I'm just grabbing my crease, the brush we used with the crease, just to buff out this top section here. There we go. So I'm going to do exactly the same thing on the other side, but it does just make a very big difference about how this look looks. So I'm going to brush the glitter off of my face. I'm going to use my blush brush, which I always use to do my powdering, and brush that off. And there we go, all the glitter's gone off my face. Make sure I pop the lid back on. So I actually tip the product into the lid so it doesn't go everywhere, because I find that glitter gets everywhere and it's a nightmare. So to finish off my eyes now, I'm going to use my MAC Oh Darling highlighter. This stuff is gold dust and it is amazing. It is a really nice gold highlighter. I'm a little bit obsessed with it now. Now I've got it, now I've managed to get it. I'm a little bit obsessed with it. And I'm going to take my Zoeva 238 Luxe Precise Shade Brush, a really nice brush just to apply highlighter, really tiny. So I'm going to grab some of the highlighter out of the palette, pop it into the inner corner. And onto my brow. So I'm going to quickly go off camera, do my lashes, do my mascara and my lashes, and then I'll be back to do my highlighting and my lips. The lashes I've used are the Tatty lashes in the style TL4. I'll link them down below. They're really wispy, quite nice lashes, so you can still see obviously that I've got lashes on, but you're still able to see the glitter through those lashes, which I think are really sweet. For highlights, I am going to use, as always, my iconic London highlighter. I absolutely love this product. I am actually running quite low. So what I tend to do is I squeeze the pipette and do a big, you can tell it's running low, a fairly big drop onto the back of my hand. I'm going to grab my beauty blender that I use to apply my powder. I use the bottom end of it, as you can see. This is a NYX Cosmetics one. It is really soft when it's dampened down. So I'm just going to grab a small amount of product onto the back of there and apply that to all the normal places. I'm going to grab my MAC Oh Darling as well, and my Zoeva 314 Luxe Powder Fusion brush to apply this on top of the powder that we've already, on top of the liquid illuminator we've already applied, just to set it into place. I'm just going to go into that and just set that on top of that. Brings it to a really nice goldeny colour. You can just use a powder highlighter on its own, but I just personally really like to use a liquid and then a powder on top. I find it is a very gorgeous combination. So for lips today, I'm going to be using my MAC Honeylove lipstick along with the NYX Cosmetics retractable lip liner in the colour Neutral. So I'm going to line my lips first. I'm going to go in with my MAC lipstick. I'm just going to go and grab a slightly darker lip liner. I don't think that's quite dark enough. So I've actually just gone and grabbed my NYX pencil. This is one of my favourite lip liners that I use quite frequently in the colour Intimidate. Yes, Intimidate is just a pencil one. So I'm just going to apply that. Going to set my face using my Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. This is the travel size because I've actually run out of the normal size one, so I'm using my travel size spray just to set my makeup in place. So that's how I achieved this look. If you really liked this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again soon.